Just arrived in Aktau, Kazakhstan. It's at 2:30 in the morning at the airport. See, things are pretty quiet. And these are our boxes, which we managed to condense basically our whole worldly belongings and lives into to get them on the aeroplane. So we're now going to start the lengthy ordeal, trying to put all this gubbins back together again in the middle of the night, and then we're going to go and try and find somewhere to get a few hours sleep. Morning! Look where we managed to end up spending the night last night. So that's the airport over there. Probably finish unpacking our boxes and making our bikes again about 5 o'clock. We managed to make it about 500 metres out of the airport. We're on our way out of Aktau through the desert. We're fully loaded. We're carrying up to 40 kilos of gear and our bikes. Cycling into an absolutely ridiculous headwind. Then we found a place to take shelter in the heat of the day. One of these culverts that run underneath the road. They're pretty good. These nice little tunnels. Quite a lot of feces in them, but yeah, they'll be alright, they're just dry. And here we got, this is our little sheltering spot. Johan working his way through some Nutella. Lunch. This might be as bad as cycle touring gets. Pretty sure this is the worst weather aspect of cycling. In a massive desert and just a full-on frontal headwind. There's nowhere to go. It's really sapping, pretty demoralising. So our first day in the Karakum desert has drawn to a close. And we'll just escape the wind, or trying to escape the wind in this culvert under the road. It's been a pretty brutal day, probably about as bad as it could have been actually. We managed 85 kilometres into an enormous headwind, probably, I don't know, high 30s, maybe gusting over 40 kilometres an hour, straight into us and across us and all over the place. It's pretty badass, pretty done. Mr. Duplessis, it's not in a good way. He's not in a good way.
It's basically like climbing up the hill the whole way. You don't get to go down. You just get to go into more wind.
Yeah, there's no escaping it. Not even in this tunnel under the road. It's just blowing a gale down here, but this is about as good as we're going to get tonight. Oh God! We're on the way to day 2 in the desert. The wind's still here, straight into our face. If anything, probably got stronger overnight. This is ridiculous. We can't even stay on the road. We just get blown straight into gravel. Lunchtime on day 2 in the desert. As you can see, we're picking up and taking a fair amount of the desert with us. That's just after a couple of days, so God knows what we're going to look like after a week or so in this. Being forced off the road again by these ridiculous winds. Probably, I don't know, 50 kilometres now. Now it's really strong. Just very hard to keep your balance. Start of day 3 in the desert. Just leaving town of Sekti, where we holed up last night in a hotel to get out of the ridiculous wind and sandstorm. We only managed 65 kilometres yesterday, just because of the head and crosswinds. So we're a bit behind schedule. Look at these guys. Look like you're going to get taken down. We've got this absolute gift of a road. Virgin, absolutely baby's bum smooth tarmac. And the wind's dropped. It's coming a little bit from behind. We're just cruising along. It's like an absolute miracle. So, road deteriorated pretty rapidly. And now off the bikes and walking is pretty bad. And this account of another guy cycled across this way a few years back described this as possibly the worst road in the world. Good morning. Day 4 in the desert. We've still got this wind tormenting us. Straight back into our face again. So up in front of us we've got another British cycle tourer called Kim, who we met out in the desert a few days ago, and we've been riding with each other / leapfrogging each other over the last few days. Great to have some company, and he's also an absolute hero and lent Johan his spare bottom bracket. Johan's bearings are completely screwed. But yeah, just caught up with him again here. Really nice chap.
Where have you two come from?
We've been just hiding in a cave.
I was just thinking, where can I stop?
Oh, you just missed the tea house.
Huh?
We were in the tea house back there.
Oh, set back off.
You know
all
where
the pipes?
Yeah.
those pipes were?
Wondered, you know, I looked and I thought, what if it is?
Yeah.
Thankfully there are these tea houses, basically truckers' cafes at varying intervals along the route, which provide us really valuable food and water, and crucially some shade to get out of the heat in the middle of the day. So it's just gone 1 o'clock, we're just going to pull in here and take a few hours out of the sun. These poor guys transporting these pressure vessels to this chemical plant have basically gone exactly the same speed as us, because we keep meeting them at all the tea stops. Shows you how bad the roads are. Check it out, in the middle of the desert, in some sort of shack. And we've got the World Cup football on. Greece versus Ivory Coast. It's a good way to while away the midday heat. And we're just tucking into some nice hot soup.
I think it's borscht, but we don't know.
Johan just said that was his fluent Russian. Again, he's pretty good at Russian.
I don't think they understand my accent. Must be a regional thing.
Time to pitch our tents. Hope the wind doesn't get up too much and blow us away in the middle of the night. Morning, day 5, and fucking massive lightning storms all last night. Now it's just pissing it down with rain. What the hell is wrong with this place? What are we doing? Just trying to get back onto the road before this place turns into complete bloody quagmire. The whole place just turned to mud straight away. As a result of that, thunderstorm. This whole road has gone to absolute pot, and looks like we're walking until the sun comes out and dries it up.
We're not really laughing, we're actually crying. We've just given up.
Yeah, we managed 600 metres walking along this road until we realised that we couldn't actually walk anymore because our bikes wouldn't go forward because the wheels wouldn't go round.
Keep cleaning them, but now it's drying up and now the mud's turning into concrete.
So we're pretty screwed really. We've still got 35 kilometres of this road till we get to tarmac.
We've given up with the road and we've managed to get our bikes. These guys are giving us a lift. Oh no, we managed it. It's a bit crap. But at least we can move. Look, Kazakhstan! We got waylaid in the bikes. Now the Jeep little van that picked us up got stuck as well. Luckily we got some roadworks machines to come and pull us out. This road, impassable. I don't know how we ever expected to get through here on the bikes. Yeah, our previous little hitchhike came to an end, so we met up with the pressure vessel guys again, and they've stuck our bikes on the back. So we're going to get a ride with the convoy car, and they're calling us over.
I don't often say prayers in my life, but I've just been praying that this huge storm here out to our right doesn't land on us. So we're on our third hitchhike of the day. Just got these Russian truckers who've been kind enough to stop. We just chucked our bikes in the back. So we're going to be a trucker. We're going to escape this awful storm. They look down on us. Such a relief. I know it's not strictly cycle touring etiquette, but we were about to be in a lot of trouble.
Fraser, come in.
It's pretty bumpy in here.
I know, can you imagine? Even in this thing, it's like going on a bouncy castle.
Yeah, I was just drifting off there, but I kept on getting woken up every 2 seconds by nearly falling off my seat.
Yeah, do you reckon we just take it all the way to Beyneu?
Yeah, well, see what they do, they might have to stop at a tea cafe or something like that.
Yeah, it looks like the camels here mark the start of the tarmac again, so.
You ever heard a camel sing? It's pretty beautiful. What weird animals. That one's just having a pee. So we're just setting sail from Beyneu for round 2 in the desert. Got 85 kilometres to the Uzbekistan border and 85 kilometres of dreadful road. Whoop, whoop. Go on, do it. Speak to me. Talk to me. Please, talk to me. Oh, go on. One, just a little thing. Just something. So, no. Not going to be my friend. No, you're not a very friendly camel, are you? Fine. Just made it through customs into Uzbekistan. Relatively hassle-free. Nice chaps actually. Now we're celebrating with a bottle of ice cold water. no idea how good ice cold drinks are when you're out here.
If you want to feel rich, come to Uzbekistan. Our $200 change has given us a fat stack of cash. So yeah, $200 is about 500,000 som.
$360 degrees of nothing. Deadpan. So we're just about to pull up, find a place to camp after a really rather long day at the office. Done just a little bit over 220 kilometers today. About 8.5 hours of actual physical pedaling. Definitely feeling it now. Our first sight. Grass, green trees, general normality in 8 days since leaving the Caspian Sea.